Okay, so what I was saying without my microphone playing is if you don't feel like reading all of these instructions, you can click on this Google Translate and you can listen to the computer tell you in English.
Whether you celebrate anything this season or not, fill out this form as a way to think about a greeting card you will design.
Or you can listen to it in Spanish.
Ya sea que celebre algo esta temporada o no, complete este formulario como una forma.
And that's pretty much if you want to have a good laugh, because I know it sometimes doesn't translate everything really well. In any event, what you're going to do is you're going to design a greeting card. So the very first thing you're going to do is fill out this form and make sure that you put an answer in every one of these. Click on period 5. And then this says, what do you celebrate at this time of year? You might not celebrate anything. There are some families that are not religious and they don't celebrate Christmas, whatever. So I put pretty much everything I could think of in here, including joyous no school weeks or happy I don't have to attend Zoom meetings for 2 weeks. So obviously this is kind of a silly greeting card to have, but if you want to have fun with it, do that. What we're going to do is we're going to design a greeting card. If you want to do it on paper only, that's fine. If you want to do it on paper and on the computer, I'm going to create a series of videos of how I design greeting cards, because I've been doing greeting cards for like, I don't know, 50 years. You know, just ever since I was a kid, I would draw cards instead of buying them. So I'm going to walk you through the process that I use and just add videos every day. But I want you to follow the same procedure that we've done. So for instance, one of the third thing you're going to do is you're going to create a folder and call it this: greetings _ your first initial and last name, what grade you're in, and what period you're in, which is period 5. So that's the folder, but it's also going to be the Google slideshow, and which I will provide. To make a note of that. Google Slides. So I'll provide you with the slideshow called Greeting Card. It'll be in there tomorrow. And you're just going to do the same thing. As you draw it, as you lay it out, take pictures of it and upload it to your Google Drive, and also put it in a Google slideshow. And again, I will model that for you every day so that you can see what the expectations are. This is if you will notice at the top, this is a 50-point project. So it's going to take us the entire week. Basically, how I assign points to projects is basically 10 points a day. So, but please make sure, if you haven't done it yet, make sure to do both of the SpongeBob drawings, do the cartoon choice that I gave you last week, and also the Goofy portrait project. If you don't finish those this week, I'm not going to tell you you have to do stuff on the holidays, because that's not cool, and I think it's probably illegal. So, but it's an opportunity. So if you're bored, and if it doesn't rain and you can't sit in front of the windowsill and go, oh, let's do a raindrop race on the window. See, I can tell all of you have done that before. I have too. Anyway, so as I've said before, you have until a couple of days before the end of the quarter, which when we get back from the holiday will only be 3 weeks left in the quarter. And remember also that because we're only doing 3 classes per quarter, this is also a semester grade that's going on your final grade report. So your time is yours. Use it however makes the most sense to you, but you know, this is an opportunity to get caught up if you haven't done all that stuff yet. So that's all I got for today. If you have questions, you can hang out and ask them either in the chat, which I see there's a bunch of other chats in here. Ask Siri, I think he... Okay, Abdi, you're going to have to explain that. Oh, your cocoa's now cold. That's funny. An FBI agent in my laptop will help me with my homework. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to read all these from the get-go because there's a ton of them in here. So does anyone have any questions, or are we just being goofy in the chat this morning? How did I get scammed, Christiana? Okay, I don't see any. Oh, by the way, just so you know, I save all of the chats also, and I started creating a Google slideshow with some of the things students put in chats. I don't name students' names, but just some of the goofy stuff that you guys talk about. It's really funny to me, anyway. Oh yes, I did not see you screaming at us that you couldn't hear me. Okay, high school. I'm going to have to read these later. So that's all I got for you today. Please have fun with this. This is worth 50 points, so it's a pretty big project, but have fun with it. Draw some stuff, photograph it, put it on your Google Drive, put it on a slideshow. And one other thing I would ask you to do, on your slideshow, just put some notes in there about what you're thinking about when you drew that, why you did it, what you liked about your process, what you liked about the drawing, what you liked about the idea. I have a really cool book in here somewhere in my library that actually teaches you how to write jokes or gags. A single line joke is called a gag, and I have a book in here somewhere. I don't see it right now, but I'll look for it. And it actually walks you through a process. There's 8 different methods that professional comedians and gag writers use, and this book lays them all out one at a time. So we'll play around a little bit with that on the this week. So if there are no more questions, just checking through the chat, you have permission to log out. If you're having difficulties with anything, this is the time. Oh, it's still recording. Oh my gosh, this file is going to be huge. I'm going to end it now.